What's going on, guys? D. Anthony here, and in this video I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why that you guys keep failing these prop firm challenges, or why you get funded and then yet never get a payout. So it's a big problem, especially in the prop firm industry, especially people who are trying to get funded and get payouts and maybe are undercapitalized. Right. I 110% believe that, getting funded and becoming a funded trader is definitely one of the best routes that you should definitely take, especially if you are a new trader. But you need to understand a couple of things before getting into some of these challenges. So the number one thing that I think you need to focus on is, based on your strategy, what is your win rate, right? Take a block of 10 trades or 20 trades. How many trades do you win? Are you hitting at a 50%, 60%, 70%, 55%? You need to figure that out. From that, you then need to work on your position sizing, your risk to reward. So let's just take a very general risk to reward example of 1-to-1. How many losing trades can you take consecutively before you blow that account? Okay. So if you're on a $50,000 account and you have a $2,000 or $2,500 drawdown, how many trades can you afford to lose in a row before you lose that account? So let's say, for example, your max pain is $250 per trade. It's going to take you 4 trades to lose 1,000, 8 trades to lose 2,000. So unless you're only hitting at a 20% win rate, you should not blow your account in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. You should also keep in mind that if you do hit a specific daily loss limit, so for example, on Top Step, they give you $1,000 daily loss limit on a $50,000 account. I would say cut that in half to at least 500, or even a little bit less than that, and say 250. If you lose $250 on a day, you are done trading. You come back tomorrow, because the thing is that when you trade, you have a lot of chemicals that get released from your brain, dopamine, cortisol, and you experience these highs and lows when you're trading, the anxiety when you're down in a position and the excitement when you win a trade. So one thing that you need to kind of keep in mind is that normally those effects that get released from your brain tend to last 6, 12, even 24 hours. So if you do lose 250, the idea of you jumping into a new trade to get that loss back within the first 5 minutes, 1 minute, an hour, 30 minutes is prevalent. It's extremely at the forefront of your thinking. Versus, let's say you take a loss for $250, you turn off your computer screen, you go do something else. You come back to your computer screen, the market's closed 6 hours later. I can almost guarantee you that that feeling that you felt when you took that loss is almost next to none. So that's also another thing that you need to kind of work on, is and identify how long is these chemical releases from the brain lingering around in your system. So for example, when you take a losing trade, how long do you still feel on edge? How long does it kind of sit with you? How long do you think about it? How much do you want to get into a trade, and how soon? The same thing for when you win a trade. How excited are you getting? Are you quickly getting into the next trade, or are you taking a few minutes to kind of relax and let the market do its thing? Even if you miss another 1, 2, or 3 setups, you're okay. Once you start to figure out those timelines, it's going to be a lot better off for you, and you're going to stop blowing funded accounts. Again, setting up that daily loss limit below your threshold for these prop firms. So again, if it's $1,000 daily loss limit, set up maybe a $250 or $500 daily loss limit, come back the next day. Also, really figure out how many losing trades in a row is it going to take before you lose that account. And then also find out in a series of 10 trades or 20 trades, and whether you want to do it on simulation, demo, or in your prop firm account. But out of the last 10 trades, out of the last 20 trades, how many of those trades were winners? How many of those trades were losers? What was your win rate percentage? That's going to give you a clear indication as to what you should be risking per trade to keep you in the game, because the whole idea is to stay in the game. Now, a lot of times people want to race and they want to put on mini contracts, whether it be 1 mini contract, 2 mini contracts. because the gains are really, really nice. But again, in trading, you go through losing streaks. You go through probabilities where you might lose 2 or 3 trades in a row. Maybe you wake up one day and you're just not reading and seeing the markets the way that you should. So you definitely can have those cold patches, those cold streaks. You need to make sure that by your position sizing, you are able to kind of weather the storm to get to the other side. Whether it's 2 trades in a row that you lose, or 3 or 4 or 5, you need to make sure that you have an account balance and available capital to still be able to trade, so you can get back to break even, back to the green. But what tends to happen is that traders tend to lose 1 or 2 trades, and it's automatically like 50, 60, 75% of their available balance that they have left of drawdown. So you can see that if you can't make it through a series of just 10 trades before blowing your account, there's no possible way that you're going to get funded and stay funded. Now, you might hit 1, 2, 3 trades in a row where they're very big trades because you're over leveraged and you get funded extremely quickly. Fine. However, once you get into that funded process, you could be on the turn cycle of those probabilities coming to that cold streak. So you might be coming to the point where you get funded and you just came off a 2, 3, 4 trade win streak. You continue to do the same thing, over leveraging, oversizing, because you tell yourself, hey, I made $3,000 in 4 days or in 3 days or in a week. If I just do this again now that I'm funded, and I do this, 4 weeks in a row, I'm going to make, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in a month based on however much you really made. And then you give yourself all of this false narrative. So when it doesn't work out that way, those chemicals start to release from your brain, and it causes you to make emotional decisions that are not right for your trading journey. Okay. So just take away a couple of these keynotes. Out of 10 or 20 trades, what is your win rate? Is it 50%, 52%, 60%, 70%, 80%? What is your win rate, right? So based on your edge and based on your strategy, how many trades out of 10 are you winning and how many trades are you losing? From there, you need to do a little bit of basic, simple math based on how much drawdown you have with your funded account. I'm just going to use $2,000 drawdown limit with Top Step. By the way, if you guys want to sign up with Top Step, that link is down in the description box below. But how much of that potential drawdown can you, take a hit on before you lose that account? How much are you willing to lose per trade before you blow up, right? And again, if we want to at least make it through a series of 10 trades, then maybe we can only risk between $100 and $250, right? Maybe there's a sweet spot in there at 150 or 200 or 220 or something like that. Figure out your position sizing from there, so that way you can at least stick around for 10 trades. And as long as you're hitting at a 40, 50, 60% hit rate with at least a 1-to-1 R to R, you're definitely going to be in the business for the long haul. And you're going to catch these streaks and you're going to catch these waves where you might have 7, 8, 9, 10 trades in a row where you are profitable, and then maybe you take 2 or 3 losing trades, but you've already built up a cushion of $2,000 or $3,000. So taking, a $200 or $400 or $500 loss when you're already up 2,000 is not that big of a blow, versus it being the reverse, where let's say you're trading maybe 1 or 2 mini contracts in one particular trade puts you down 400, 600, 800. Now that's a big hole to kind of climb out of mentally and emotionally, because of the fact that you don't really have that many more darts or bullets in the chamber to take more trades to get you out of that drawdown. You see, so a lot of times when traders over leverage themselves and they have no idea what their win rate is and their risk to reward is all screwed up and their risk management is horrible, all they're thinking about is, if I hit this one big trade, I'm going to be profitable. If I hit this next 2 trades, I'm going to pass my combine. If I just have, if I catch an all-day trend, I'm going to get a massive payout. But yet you're not really thinking about the intangibles that come along with that, right? So again, what's your win rate? How many trades can you take before you blow out? And then from there, we adjust our risk amount, our risk management per trade. Is it $250? So right now, for me, on any given $50,000 account that I'm funded on with Top Step, I don't allow myself to lose any more than $250 a trade. And I seriously take, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes in between losing trades and really think about it, get up, get a cup of coffee, do something, really think about, should I take another trade if I get a setup that aligns with my system, or should I just walk away and come back? There will be times that I do take that second trade that does hit, and now I'm back at break even, so the game restarts. I'm able to take a third trade. But if I lose 2 trades in a row, and let's say I was down 250 on the first trade and I'm down 250 on the second trade, I have to walk away, because now my account balance is not 2,000 anymore. It's 1,500. So that's my workable capital that I need to manage going forward. Forget about that you have a 25 or 50 or 75 or 100 or $150,000 account. Forget about that. That's just the amount of leverage, the amount of buying power that you're able to do. Be lucky and be grateful and be thankful that you have these type of firms that you can day trade on, right? So forget about that. What you need to manage is that 2,000. What you need to manage is that 2,500, right? So again, here's also another key note that I would write down and take away. If you can manage to make 2 to 3% on a $25,000 account, you're looking at $500 to $750. If that's a $50,000 account, you're looking at anywhere between $1,000 and around $1,200, $1,300 of profit. If you're able to pull that amount of profit out of one account in a month, you're doing a phenomenal job as a risk manager, as a trader. From there, if you want to make more money, all you need to do is start to scale up. And the way you scale up is by adding more accounts and more money under management, right? So instead of managing $2,000 to $2,500, you're managing $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, so forth and so forth. And you still aim to try to make that 2 to 3% a month while managing your trades and risk management in a way that's going to keep you in the game to weather the cold patches and the cold storms. When you do have those days where you don't see the market right and you lose 2 or 3 trades, back to back to back, you have to take time to walk away, but still have enough leverage and enough capital to trade to be able to work yourself out of that hole. Again, I hope this video helps you guys. I hope this helps you guys stop blowing up. I hope this puts a real life perspective on how you can manage your accounts. And I hope it gives you a better overall understanding on how you can be more profitable and consistent. If you guys want to learn how to trade with me and trade each and every single day with me and the rest of the community at Evolution Traders, you guys want access to all of my strategies and courses and video lessons, you guys would like access to one-on-one coaching and mentorship, definitely join Evolution Traders. That link is down in the description box below. If you guys are looking to sign up with a prop firm, I would definitely recommend to start off with Top Step. Their rules are a little bit better for newer traders when it comes to scalping and day trading versus Apex. Apex takes a little bit of a different style of trader, more of a scalper mentality trader over there, just due to their drawdown limits and stuff. It's also, a good, decent firm. They pay out. It is what it is, but I would definitely recommend Top Step. If you guys want to get involved with Top Step right now, you guys can get a $50,000 account for $49. It's a hell of a deal. That link is in the description box below. Guys, make sure if you found any value from this video, you give me a thumbs up, you leave me a comment, and you hit the share button. You hit the bell notification. I go live on YouTube almost every day. I'll see all of you guys in the next one, and too much success.